Hi, so in this video I want to talk about supplements because we get a lot of questions about supplements and which ones you should take and why you should take them. And so I thought I would at least show you some of the supplements that we take and why we take them. And then I'll just give you my opinion on supplements, but I'm not an expert. So I'll just go through each supplement and tell you the brand, why we bought it, and why we take it. Okay, so before I get into talking about all these supplements, let me just tell you my personal opinion about supplements. And Jan shares a very similar opinion, so I'll just kind of speak for both of us on this. But I don't believe that we need to take supplements. And when I say need, I mean, our bodies are designed to absorb nutrition and nutrients and all the good things that we need from the food we eat. So in theory, we should be able to get all of our nutrition and the things that our body needs through our diet. So that's what I mean by need. We technically don't need them. However, if you have a medical condition like Crohn's disease, where I have very poor absorption of of a lot of actually nutrients, supplements can be a great way to maintain a healthy balance of the things you need in your body, even though your disease is preventing proper absorption from food. So supplements certainly have a place for those types of reasons. However, if you're just eating a really crap diet, like most of us probably do, and hopefully now that you're on this channel and watching this stuff, you're on the path to eating healthier. But eating a crap diet, you're just not getting the nutrition, so you need supplements from that perspective. And so a lot of the supplements, for example, like I see some criticism, for example, on Dr. Gundry. They're like, well, he just wrote this book to sell a bunch of supplements. My opinion's a little different than that. I think, there's obviously financial motivation for selling supplements, and I don't blame anybody for that. But I think, the mass population out there is not going to follow his diet, and he knows that. So if you're eating a crap diet, or if you live in the US and you eat a standard American diet, or you eat a lot of, junk foods, you're just not getting good nutrition. So people are going to go out and create supplements to help you feel a little bit better and to kind of help, try and repair your body as fast as you're trying to damage it. And so they'll sell you a lot of supplements, and it can be very expensive to try and, maintain a healthy body. So if you don't have a medical condition and the only reason you need to take supplements is because you got a poor diet, then hopefully that's why you're on this channel, to eat a better diet, feel better. And then, like in my case and many of you who are watching this video, if you do have some sort of a medical condition, an autoimmune disease or something like that, as you heal, maybe you won't need all the supplements you're currently taking. So for example, if you're low on calcium or vitamin D for whatever reason, and then you live a better lifestyle, get a little bit more sun, you eat a little bit healthier diet, and your disease is cured, then maybe at some point you wouldn't need to take that. So that's kind of my opinion on supplements. Is they definitely have a place in our lives for certain reasons. My only thing is I just don't think you need to take a supplement because somebody made it sound really good. So, when you go on Dr. Gundry's website, for example, he's going to try and sell you a lectin blocker. Well, if you're following his diet, you really don't need lectin blockers. So that's not for you. If you're going to go out and eat junk food all day, then yeah, you can probably eat a lectin blocker because you're trying to have your cake and eat it too, as they say. So, and obviously if you don't need to lose weight, you don't need supplements that help you lose weight, et cetera, et cetera. I always like to say, the analogy I use is, if you live on the moon, you don't need a life jacket, right? So don't just buy supplements because they're healthy. Buy them with purpose. Make sure you have a good reason for it. You can definitely have your blood work done and see if you're deficient on certain things. And then just, if you're having gut issues or you're trying to heal your immune system, then some things like probiotics and stuff will help. So that's my basic opinion on supplements. I don't want to, shoot down somebody like Dr. Gundry just because they sell a lot of supplements. I just say be wary that you're buying them for the right reason and that you have a good reason to buy them. Otherwise, you're going to spend $1,000 a month buying supplements because you're just like, oh, well, they said it was good for me. So that's my opinion. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to start off talking about the supplements that both Jan and I take every day right now. This may change in the future, but right now, as of this video, these are the ones that we take every day, and then I'll have Jan step in and go over the additional supplements that she takes. So, of course, we have the Vital Reds here, just so you get a perspective on how small this little can is, if you've never taken them. This is the only Gundry MD supplement that we're taking right now. Because it's the only one we feel like we really need, and you know, cost, value, and all that sort of things. We did buy this in bulk. I think you know, where you buy 6 of them, and then we took advantage of every discount that we could get to try and get the price down. And once we took advantage of all those discounts, signed up for the email, and got the additional discount, it really wasn't that expensive. So I don't know why they mark it up so much. I'm sure it's some sort of marketing thing, but it drives me nuts. But if you take advantage of all of them, you get a pretty good deal on it. So we take this because a lot of these ingredients in here are just things that I know, going back to my talking about if I'm not getting them naturally, then I'm going to take a supplement. And just for me, eating a lot of this stuff is just not an option right now. So I take these. It's been definitely helping my skin, and that's why I continue to take it. So the next supplement we take is an MCT oil. This is, if you read about it in the book, something that we take mostly for the benefits of, you know, kind of reducing the brain fog, gives a little bit more energy throughout the day. And we've also tried that brand, and then I'd also done the Bulletproof brand. Either one, these two are similar in their makeup content and everything. Bought this one off Amazon, I bought this one direct from Bulletproof. I don't notice a difference taking either one, so I think this one may be slightly cheaper on Amazon. But neither one of them is terribly expensive. It lasts a while, and we love the benefits of this. If you read up on MCT oil and its benefits, then you'll see what they are. But so we put this in our green tea every morning. And I know a lot of people put this in their coffee, or they'll actually soak some muffins in it or something because it's pretty much flavorless. But I really, really like this stuff. I thought it was a gimmick, but after being on it for 3 or 4 days, or once we got the full dose, I could definitely tell a difference. Jan can tell a difference. She doesn't like it in her tea, but she drinks it in her tea because she doesn't like the oily feel in her mouth. But to me, it doesn't bother me. But definitely, if you're not familiar with MCT oil, there's plenty of stuff online. You can read up about it and see if it's something for you. So the one thing about these oils is their makeup of the different types of, they call them acids. I don't know the science behind it, but they both have capric and caprylic in there at certain ratios. You can see over here the capric and caprylic. So I did a little research and found that they were very similar. I just was trying different brands for different prices. Like I said, I think this one was a little cheaper. Now, there is, Bulletproof makes another version called Brain Octane oil. And this is just pure caprylic acid. So it doesn't have the capric in it. And I read online a lot of people love just the pure caprylic acid, because they feel it really amplifies their brain power, I guess. So we bought some and tried it, and honestly, I didn't notice a significant enough of a difference, and actually may even slightly prefer this oil, the way that it works. So Jan and I are fine with these for now. This is a lot more expensive. So we were kind of happy that these worked for us. But there's a ton of people out there that swear by this stuff. So just wanted to point it out that we have tried this one as well, but we don't currently take it very often. When I take this is if I'm like having one of those days where my brain just feels like brain fog or like a confusion. I'm just like, I need a little bit of a boost to give me some clarity and focus. I will take this instead of this one. So that's why we keep it around. Okay, so the next supplement that we're taking is a prebiotic. we had both been taking this when we first went on the plant paradox diet to just kind of get our, kickstart our immune system or our guts to get the healthy flora back in there and whatnot. And then once we ran out, we didn't reorder. However, if you've seen some of my more recent videos, you know that I went off diet and Jan has been off diet, enough to the point where I can feel a difference in my gut. So I went ahead and reordered another thing of this prebiotic for the same reason, just to kind of help get the flora, balanced back in my gut. I do feel like I get enough prebiotic in my diet when I'm eating healthy. So this is not a supplement I will take long term. Unless I feel, I can feel it in my gut where it just doesn't feel like it's working well, then I'll add this back in. So this is one that I kind of add in and then take away and then add in and take away. But the idea, I think prebiotics are pretty easy to get out of your diet on the Plant Paradox diet. I found this brand on Amazon. It had a ton of reviews, high reviews. I looked at the ingredients. They looked pretty good. I don't know how it compares to the Gundry MD version other than this was cheaper. So cheaper doesn't always mean better, but this seems to be working for us. And then, of course, along with that, we take a probiotic. Same thing. I found the same brand on Amazon. Prebiotics and probiotics are not cheap. So it's not like I'm saving a ton of money buying them on Amazon, but I just buy a lot on Amazon, so it makes it convenient. And this one has really, really good reviews as well. I liked the fact that it didn't need to be refrigerated. And a probiotic is something I take regularly and probably always will. Maybe if my gut heals and I feel great, maybe I'd stop, I don't know. And especially if you're having an autoimmune disease, you might really want to consider trying one. This brand seems to work for me as well as the many other brands I've tried. I've tried the kinds that are refrigerated and kind of more of a pain to keep around. I've tried liquid versions and pill versions and whatnot. This one seems to work just about as well as any of them. The one thing I do want to say about this particular pill, if you can see this, is it's actually, I don't know how well that's coming out on the camera, but it's actually a non-coated pill. It has this little ridge on it that you can see there in the shadow. The one thing I'm going to say is if you're taking this, I've made the mistake of just popping that in my mouth and swallowing it immediately, and it's made me gag on it. So if you do end up buying this brand, I recommend leaving it on your tongue while you have some liquid in your mouth for a half of a second before you swallow, or it might get stuck in your throat and you'll gag. Other than that, I've been happy with this brand. So the next supplement that we're taking is collagen, and let me focus on that. So the collagen is something that I added mostly because I was, just doing some research on what helps people with arthritis, and this seems to help with joints and a few other things. And then also, the promoting of the soft skin and muscle growth and a few other things because it is a protein apparently. This jar is nearly empty, so it's lasted us about a month. So we've only been doing this about a month. This is one of those supplements that I'm taking more as a preventative rather than to try and fix a problem. Just because I know Jan's joints have been feeling great, and I just wanted to, add something as a diet that would help promote muscle growth and joint health and things like that. She's already taking supplements that kind of help with that, but I thought, well, we'll try this for a little while, see if it, helps us. I don't know if we'll stay on it long term. We'll see how it does. But this should be something that I don't need to take. So this is kind of a temporary thing to try and, like I said, mostly to help Jan's joints heal and stay healed. And then hopefully the maintenance mode will be with just regular food diet. Why did we buy the wild caught fish version? Well, mostly because I've been trying to avoid the red meats. But you can get collagen that's from beef or chicken or other things like that. I just liked the idea that it was wild caught and that it was fish. So it does have a little bit of a funny smell, but it is fairly tasteless. So the marine collagen, we both take it. Jan likes to put it in her Vital Reds. Mix it in with that. I like to mix it in with my green tea that I have in the morning. And so that's just the difference we do. I put it in the hot green tea. She puts it in the cold Vital Reds. And either way, it works great. That should tell you that the flavor of it is really neutral. The other thing that both of us do is we put the MCT oil in our green tea. I know, like I mentioned when I was talking about it, some people put it in their coffee, but we put it in the green tea and then just add a little bit of sweetener to it. And then the prebiotic, both of us put the prebiotic, mix it with the Vital Reds. So Jan kind of mixes all three of these together. I mix these two together. And then when I have Vital Reds, I have these two together. So that's just summary how we do it. So just to give you an example of, you can kind of do what you like best and put the things in the way you want. And I know a lot of people don't even put this in a drink. They have Jen has a muffin every morning. She could literally just pour a tablespoon of this over the muffin and eat it that way. So that's what we do.
So the supplements that I'm taking, of course, the first thing that I started taking was this glucosamine. It used to not be in generic form from Costco, but now it is, which is awesome because it's way less expensive. This is because I have osteoarthritis in my back, and I always have had that also in my knees. And so about 3 years ago, the doctor recommended that I get on this. So I take this, and then I get it from Costco, and then the next thing I take also for my joints that was recommended about a year ago is turmeric. This I got at Costco, but the key thing that's important if you're taking the turmeric is that it includes black pepper in the supplement. So those are both things that I take both for joints and stuff like that, and especially people who have RA. Turmeric is one thing that's highly, highly recommended for that. I'm just going to set those over to the side. Next thing that I take is a zinc supplement and also a calcium supplement. With the zinc, I have taken this for years just because I work as a dental hygienist. I'm exposed to a lot of bacteria, a lot of sickness working in the mouth. And if you look in cold medicines and preventative cold medicines, the main ingredient is zinc. So I just kind of keep that in my system to kind of help me fight off anything I may get. The next thing that I've been taking for, the past 10 years is a calcium supplement. I used to have a lot of calcium that I would take. I would get through milk. I was a huge milk drinker, but unfortunately I became lactose intolerant. And so because of that, the doctor had me get on a calcium supplement. As you can see, obviously a Costco thing that I get, and I'll take one a day. The next supplement that I'm taking is the Super B complex. And I started taking this about a year ago. I was finding I was a lot more tired in the morning. And so that was something that just kind of gave me a little more energy, really recommended. Since I've started getting the migraines, the neurologist recommended that I, in addition to that, include a B2 supplement. And so each morning I'll take a B2 supplement along with the Super B supplement. For my migraines, also the doctor recommended another supplement that people are lacking in is magnesium, but that can tend to make you tired. So that's something that I will take just before I go to bed to help with that. And then the last supplement that I take that really doesn't have anything to do with anything, I noticed as I was getting older, my nails that used to be really super hard and strong were getting thinner, and so I started doing hair, skin, and nails. I've made a huge difference. My nails definitely feel thicker, not as thick as they used to, but they do feel thicker. My hair grows faster. My nails definitely grow faster. So that's it for my supplements.
So in summary, take supplements because you know you need them, and don't buy them arbitrarily. And try to get your nutrition from eating better. And then once you know you've been eating healthier and stuff, you can get your blood checked again. and see if you still need the supplements, because they are expensive. And I hope not to be taking all these supplements for my entire life. Now, if I can't get the foods because of convenience, availability, or other, external factors, then yeah, I'll take supplements to help make sure I'm at least getting the proper nutrition. But just be smart about it. Hope you enjoyed that video. Hope you found it informative, and thanks for watching.